Hi everyone, it's Jared Rogers, and I'm back again to talk about On the Hunt. So, looking for a job. So, the first step of looking for a job is creating a resume. And this is a one-page document that shows why you should be hired for this job. So, to relate it back to my earlier videos, your resume is your personal brand. Um, and it says all your skills and what you're good at, and it tells this employer why they should pick you versus someone else. And on this resume, you should have information about yourself, such as your name, where you went to school, if you were if you were involved with anything at school, such as clubs or groups or teams. Um, I had a little section that talked about some skills like that I have, so some programs that I've worked with, and the main part of it should be your work experience. So I was lucky enough to have some jobs throughout college, and they were pretty applicable to what I do now. So I had all those experiences and what I've done and the skills that I have learned through that. And I think that's ultimately what led me to this job, is having a good resume to start. And for you guys, as you guys are thinking about applying for jobs and looking for jobs and creating a resume, some of you might not have a ton of work experience, and that's fine. Another great way to fill in your resume is to have different projects like so that you've worked on, whether that's hobbies or whether that's in school and different teams, like so that you've been like a part of. And that is the first step of applying for a job. Is you search for a job, you find it, and then you send in your resume. And then the second step is the interview process. So this is when you go in and you talk to the hiring manager or different teams to see if they want to hire you or not. So how most interviews go, keep in mind that the process is different for every company and even different roles that you apply to. But I think a pretty standard method is that you will apply and then you'll talk to the recruiter or someone that's going through all of the resumes to see if you are qualified. And then they will set up a call with you just to chat to see if this role is something that you are actually to see if it's actually something that you are interested in, and talk about the role. And then if that conversation goes well, then you will talk to your future boss or the hiring manager and continue the conversation on what the role would look like, what you would do if that's something that you want. And the employer would also ask you questions about if you have the certain skills that they're looking for this job. And just as important as it is that the company is interviewing you, keep in mind that you are also interviewing the company and seeing if this is a place that you want to work. I know that when I graduated from college, I applied to a lot of different places and I had a lot of different interviews, and there were a lot of offers that I turned down because I just didn't think that that would be like a good fit for me and my career. So just keep in mind that you are interviewing them just as much as they are also interviewing you.